What's up, everybody, and welcome to episode 195 of the On the Runs podcast. We are live from the Manchester City Marathon. Star Erika just got back. I got Pterodactyl, and it is wicked awesome here. We're doing our third ever live show. But before we talk about this, before we talk about Erika's day already, I must say hello to my amazing Kickstarter rock star of a co-host, Star Erika. What's up?
What's up, buddy?
You just came running in here.
I had a fire lit under my ass. I had to get up here from Boston as soon as I could, just so I could make it for the meat of this race. Like, I'm so excited I actually made it.
She's so excited. Like, this race and this thing is such a big deal. She left the BA half marathon, like, across the finish line. What, you get right on the subway, the T, and
she was like Forrest Gump. She just kept running.
Oh, yeah. I saw him today, by the way.
Oh, the beard.
Yes.
Nice.
He was full Forrest Gump today. But yeah, I actually parked at Rachel's house. She lives like 2 minutes away from the Franklin Park, and so we went to her house, and then I just drove all the way home. But Boston traffic, you guys know, not the most fun.
Always.
How was the race?
It was really good. It turned out to be a very warm day. I overdressed, but as many hills as there were, Rachel and I crushed it.
Nice.
She got me to a 154 today.
Damn.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Now, Tara, you just ran the half marathon here.
Yes.
How was your race?
My race was awesome.
Yeah.
I did not have a PR, but I knew with this course, with how hilly it was, that it wasn't going to be a PR course. But my main goal, I had a time in mind, and I crushed it, and I just felt strong. I ran the whole way, and that was, like, huge for me.
Proud of you, girl. Give me the
There's a lot of noise. I hope you guys can hear us well because the speakers are loud. The cheering is insane here in Manchester.
Some good crowd support.
It's been a great day so far. It was a little wet and rainy when I woke up this morning, but I think by the time the race started, Tara, you could be our judge. How was the weather?
So this is like perfect weather. I would pick this every day, dial it up for every single race I've ever run. I loved it.
Yeah.
It was sprinkling a little bit in the morning, like you said. But when we got here, the rain stopped. It was one of those, like, you definitely needed a sweatshirt or a cover to keep you warm before the race started. But it was actually, this table was in a very convenient place because my friend Jen and I, we just tossed our sweatshirts here.
Perfect.
Didn't have to lose a sweatshirt.
Yep, nice.
And we took off, and I had on shorts and a tank top and some arm sleeves. And it was perfect. I loved it. It was great in there.
Speaking of medals, Eric just pulled his out of his bag. I have mine from today.
Oh, yeah.
If you go in that bag, the Yeti Trail Runners bag, in the zipper portion, there's two. They should be magneted.
All right,
together.
I got it.
Wait, did you bring the whole thing?
No, I messed up. This was the distance medley. We finished the distance medley, which consisted of the 5K back in April, the 10K back in June, and then the half marathon today. So I got the Eric's going to show the camera, but
Very cool.
they like magnet together.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
I saw that on social media yesterday, and I was like, ooh, that's super cool.
It's pretty interesting, yeah. So I still think, obviously, like, yours today is badass. Look at that thing.
So you should see, this is for the half. You should see the full. The full
Yeah.
one's bigger than this. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Let's have a competition
Size
here. Let's see
matters.
who's is bigger.
Is this bringing you back to, like, high
So
school, Eric?
wait. Are we talking just that or this too? Like, I mean, come
Everything.
on.
Well, so you have the medley,
Yeah.
and the medley is the 5K, the 10K, the half. So eventually you're going to put the others on it. So that's like a magnet.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I have New York City here.
Yeah.
We have New York City.
There we go.
Here, do you want to wait? Are you going to treat it like the Stanley Cup, or are you going to?
I've run it twice. I can touch it.
Okay.
I can touch it. Oh, this is beautiful. All right.
And this is the Manchester half. So,
There we go.
So initial views is the Manchester half is bigger than the Boston or the New York.
Yes, it is.
And by the way, this is just a half. The actual Manchester Marathon medal is much larger than this. It's the same exact design and shape. It's very nice. So yeah, there's the New York.
Yeah.
You like that elevation chart?
I really, really like that. I give it to you. It is a very nice medal.
I also like this part. It's
Yes.
got, does that,
Oh, wow.
yeah, like Millennium Running has the Elliott, which is sponsored Millennium Running, and the date on
Right.
the back, which is huge.
Right.
They do that for these. You know what, though? For the Boston half medal, actually all of the medals for the distance medley this year, not my favorite. they're too colored. I don't know. Like,
Yeah, I think ever since Bank of America took over, the medals have been
yeah.
womp, womp.
Honestly, if it was more like
I
this,
don't know. I thought the
would
last
like that.
Boston Marathon medal was pretty epic.
This year's was good. I ran it in 2023, which was the last year of John Hancock.
That is
Yes.
beautiful, though.
That
This
was a
is
good medal.
This is a beautiful looking medal. I love just the colors are sharp. It's straight to the point with
Right.
the unicorn. Like that's a sharp looking medal.
Yep. You know what's funny though? I saw last year's distance medley, like this one big medal, and it was more like this medal itself, and I didn't like it.
Yeah.
And then I saw that this was all like gold, and I don't even know how to describe it. Shiny. We like shiny here. So this year I'm very happy with it. Not that it would have made or break, but
Yeah.
like my race.
How many years have you done the distance medley?
Honestly, only 2. And the last time I did it was 2019, I think. So it's been
Okay.
quite a few years.
I've
but
never done it before.
it is
I've
a lot
I've
of
only
fun.
done the 5K and the marathon.
Gotcha.
Only the marathon.
Not a big deal.
Yeah.
No, I think it's worth it. It's worth doing at least once because they're different courses. Very fast if you can get in the right corral.
Yeah.
And I mean, they're fun. They're just fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, we got a really cool guest for today's episode. We're going to let you guys go and hear that episode soon because of all this cool, loud noise. And on Thursday, hopefully, you'll get to hear all our interviews with the race winners, with some really cool, awesome people from the New Hampshire and Millennium Running community. But, Erica, we have a wicked, awesome guest on today's episode.
Excellent. Are you going to tell me who it is?
You know who it is. We already talked to her. It's my sister, Hannah.
Oh, duh. You can't really blame me. I've been up for like 9 hours already. So, Hanna Banana, we got you on the podcast. Finally.
Finally.
I'm so excited.
So this is the last little one of New York. I mean, we'll have more New York runners, but this is now you get to hear Hannah's version of the New York City Marathon. So enjoy Hannah, and we'll be back after for the end and the end cap of the Manchester City Marathon. This is a lot of fun. I love this. Our next guest on the pod is a local celebrity from Sandown, New Hampshire, who spent many years of her younger life traveling back and forth from home to hockey rinks, supporting her big brothers while they failed to live to their NHL dreams. She almost won a Tony for her groundbreaking performance as Scuttle in The Little Mermaid, and she just completed her first marathon in the TCS New York City Marathon. We're wicked excited to finally have her on the podcast for her first guest appearance. Hanna Banana, welcome to the On the Runs podcast. What's up?
Let's go.
She's here. She's here. We finally got Hannah, you guys. It's about frickin' time.
It's going to be so fun.
Do you remember in the marathon, there was actually a sign that said, "Go Hanna Banana"?
Oh, like in our group?
Well, there was a sign that we ran by. There were so many Hannah signs, but there was one that said, "Go Hanna Banana." And you're like, that's me.
Oh my gosh, I honestly don't remember that.
So you only read
I
the
remember
Hannah
like
part.
people dressed as bananas.
They were,
I don't remember.
They were dressed as bananas.
Oh, I don't know if they had a sign that said
Okay,
Hannah
no,
Banana.
you know what it was? You're right.
I think I just went, I'm Hanna Banana.
I think they actually yelled, "Go Hanna Banana."
Yeah.
Because they saw your name on your shirt.
Yes, I think
Okay.
that's what it was.
I
yeah.
thought
That
I
was it.
saw somebody, like one of your family members, had a sign that said Hanna Banana. Okay.
Yes,
So at least there was
Alex
something
did
out
have
there.
a Hanna Banana. Yeah, that was
That
good
was
one,
it then.
too.
Okay, that's the sign I saw. But
Yeah.
yeah, somebody said, "Go Hanna Banana." I was
They
like, that's
did.
funny.
They did because they were handing out bananas in a banana suit.
One of the
That's cute.
people we saw too, by the way, on the subway, I think it was Amanda. Amanda goes, "Oh my God, your sister, because she's from the city, must be so popular because she saw so many Hannah signs." Remember Amanda from the subway? I got that message because I have already talked to all of them. We've all done our congrats and stuff. So
Nice.
yeah. But how are you feeling? It's a few days. What it is, this is Thursday night. So
Yeah.
we're 4 days after the marathon. Everybody's already heard your story. You came on for the tro. We don't need to do the typical. So where are you from? What did
Right.
you do growing up?
This
But,
is
like,
marathon talk.
The
I think
marathon talk.
you covered it in the intro, by the way.
Yeah,
We know
yeah.
that she was Scuttle. She almost
Yeah.
won a Tony for it.
Which you
Stand-down celebrity.
right, but last time you were on the pod, we did tease like maybe you'll reenact your scenes, your lines, and we didn't do that. Maybe we could do it at the end of this one.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. Anyways, how you feeling? It's been 4 days.
I feel great. I feel really, really good. the day after on Monday, I felt a little sore in my legs, but that's to be expected. And it was not anything, super bad or painful. I was able to get up, walk around. Eric and I and our family, we went and we got breakfast bagels in the morning. So I was feeling okay, just a little sore, a little tired. By Tuesday, I honestly felt totally fine. I woke up, I did a low impact ride on the Peloton, a nice stretch, and I was ready to go. And I haven't felt any residual soreness since then. Wednesday, I went and did my first run as an official marathoner. I just went out, ran a little 5K. It felt awesome. So yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm still feeling pumped. So physically feeling good, emotionally pumped.
Yes. You're gonna have that feeling for a long time, and it's gonna turn into the well, what do I do next kind of thing. But
for sure,
I think we're gonna talk about that a little bit later. I'm sure.
Are we?
Well, I thought she was gonna do it next year too. The 9+1. Am I wrong?
Oh yes.
Yes.
So it's on deck. It is on deck.
You are correct.
Okay. I'm
like, am I
sworn to
spoiling
some
something?
secrecy,
Oh, no.
but we can announce that on another pod. So. Everybody knows you did the 9+1, but let's talk about your training. Where do you find a training plan, and how did your training go? Were you an early morning runner? Were you running at night? Did you do group runs with the NYRR? How did your training go?
My training went really well. I did a 20-week training program that may not be recommended, but that I just found online and tailored to fit my schedule a little bit. I am doing, like Erica mentioned, the 9+1 program again this year, 2025, for the 2026 marathon. So I had a few races throughout the summer. So I would find ways, if I had a 12-mile training run race. Okay, so I know it's 12 miles this weekend. How do I move my other long runs around to fit into the schedule? So that's what I did. Most of the time I was running on my own. I woke up, during the week, 5:30 in the mornings. I tried to be on the road by 6 to get my runs in so that I have time to then get ready and go to work after. I'm also I find myself to be a person, if I need a workout after work, might not happen. So I try to get it done in the morning. Most of it was solo, which was nice. I enjoy going on a nice solo run, but I did start during my training period experimenting with running with other human beings.
All right.
Yes. Before this training, I had never once in my life ran with anybody else. And I just jumped in cold turkey. There's a Woodside, Sunnyside Run Club, which is the neighborhood I live in, Queens. And I saw on their Instagram, they're like, oh, we're doing this 10-mile run Saturday morning. And I was like, I need to do 10 miles. And I just showed up and I was like, can I join? They're like, yeah, come along. And so my very first run was 10 miles with a bunch of strangers.
I love
and
that.
It was great.
What's your take? Did you find somebody that you were able to actually run with and maybe do a little bit of chatting, take your mind off of things?
For sure. I was immediately like, oh, I get it. I understand why people do this and run with people. One just makes it fly by, goes by so much quicker.
Definitely.
But it's more fun. You get to chit chat. And because I was with a group of people and I was following their route, I ran in places that I had never run before, which is exciting as well.
Oh, nice.
And so I met many nice people from that group, but I met a few girls that live in the neighborhood who I've since done a few training runs with. One of them being my 20-mile run, which was great because, I was supposed to do that one weekend and then I got super sick, couldn't do it, was really feeling worried that I wouldn't be able to fit it in. I missed my 20-miler. And then these girls reached out. They were doing one a different weekend. I was like, I'm tagging along. And it made it so much better.
Sold.
Yes. Yes.
That's cool. That's cool. I'm glad you're doing that and finding the running community because that actually, I feel like helps you stay around longer. Right?
Definitely.
I am more of a solo runner myself because of my own schedule. But man, I love when I run with anybody, one person or 50. I
got a training run in with my brother Eric.
Yeah.
We got a training run in together, our first time ever running together before the marathon.
That's right. You were in New Hampshire, weren't you? And Eric messed with my car. Well,
yeah.
That's right. What? That was Hannah. That was Hanna Banana.
I don't think
that was you.
Hannah.
That was you. We have that. We
No.
have that on video. On video.
I don't know. I gave into the peer pressure from Hanna Banana. She encouraged it.
Sure, you did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But no, training, it went well. And I feel very proud of how well it went because I really had a super crazy summer. I was traveling all over the place. It seemed like every weekend I was somewhere new. I counted how many flights I had during my 4 months of training, and I had 14 different flights. So like
Wow.
I really was like all over the place, but it was cool because every time I was traveling, I was running in a super cool new spot and kind of exploring a new country or a new city with my runs.
That's so cool.
And I know Eric, always talks about wanting to grow his heat map on
The
Strava.
Strava
So I'm like, all right, let's, add
And
some
now you're
heat.
addicted to Strava. You're like
I love
everything.
Strava. I
you
do.
you haven't heard the episode yet with my recap, but my experience watching you was basically seeing me 10 years ago, like being addicted to Strava, being like super into the race, the map, the course, showing everybody else, saying how much fun you're going to have spectating.
Yeah.
So you're really into that same phase now of Strava. You're dissecting it all. And I'm just like, build the heat map.
Yeah, no, I enjoy Strava. I'm definitely a fan. And by the way, Eric, I think I'm still waiting on a kudos from you for my marathon post.
Oh, I'm going to do that right now.
I don't even think I've been on it. I got to give kudos where kudos are due.
I'm actually going to pull it up
on.
because I want to read some stats. Not like they're important at all, because they're not. Because we partied so hard.
We partied
You
really
guys
hard.
did it right. That
We
is the
really
way.
partied,
That is a
yes.
true victory lap. When
Yeah.
you were having fun, soaking in all the sights, just taking in the vibes. That is the true way to do it.
Yeah, like Erica, I truly was smiling the entire time. The
That is-
entire
that's
time
the
I had
way.
a smile on my face. And like I felt like I was pumping up the spectators, like I'd be going by them and I'd be like, let's go, like make some noise.
They
I was-
appreciate it as much
yes.
as like the runners do, but when you can hype up a crowd, that just tells so much about your personality and like how much fun you actually are having. I
Yes,
think that's
such-
so good.
Such a blast. I also wore, both Eric and I did, we had our names on our shirts, which I debated for a while. I've heard pros and cons. Super fun to hear people cheer your name, but then people also talk it might be hard because you're looking for somebody and then it's a random person and you can't find your family because you keep hearing people yelling your name, whatever.
Right. Yep.
But I decided to do it and I loved it. I was like, yes, every time someone
Celebrity
cheered my
status.
It was
name.
great. Can I rant
All
for a
right.
second?
Sure.
This is total off topic, but I'm logging into Strava,
Mhm.
and this has been a problem lately. I want to rant. The freaking, if I sign in with my username and password, that should be enough. I just had to
Why?
then go
Did
to
they
my
make you,
email
like,
and get
verify?
a 6-digit code. And I
that's
had to
weird.
double verify that it was me. Facebook's insane with this 2-step or whatever. Everything. I can't just type in a password anymore and get to anything. And I just had to do it for Strava. And it was counting down the seconds. Like I had 60 seconds to type the code in. And I had to go to the email, get the code. I had 8 seconds left when I typed it in. Why can't
that
we
is
just
annoying.
have everything now? What's the point of having a password now? It should just be like, type in your email, and then you're going to get a code to that email. That's what it should be. Why type a password and then have to go to your email and get a code?
2-factor authentication.
I know.
That
It's
was
so
Wednesday, but
stupid
yeah.
and frustrating. And I can rant because it's the two of you. I wouldn't do this to
Well, hey, I
Well,
just
maybe I
creeped
would.
on both your Stravas, and both of you have logged technically an ultra because Hannah had like
I know.
26.8, Eric has 27.
Yes.
Count it.
So Hannah, real quick,
Ultra
this route you did today, that is, you just walk outside your house and you go do that route?
That is correct, but
That's
don't
cool.
tell any
You ran a
creepers that.
a 9:48 today, 5K.
She feeling
30
good.
minute 5K. Way to go.
Yeah, I was feeling good.
Way to
I
go.
was feeling
Let's look at
good.
some stats here. So Hannah runs an average of 3 times a week, averaging, this is the last 4 weeks actually, averaging 25.5 miles. You average a total of 4.5 hours of running. You've done 1,300 feet of elevation. You're a
Oh,
freaking
dang.
rock
That's up there
star.
for elevation. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Well, they say New
impressive.
York's hilly, but as I said, hot take, New York City is not hilly. All right, here's the kudos,
Depends
Hannah.
where you go.
Giving you a kudos right now.
Yes.
There you go. I'll
Give
make
me
a
the
comment
kudos,
later.
yes.
What an
Nice.
epic day. What
It
an
was.
epic day. Let's talk about the whole weekend.
Yeah.
From your perspective, how'd it go? What were you looking forward to? Were you nervous? Were you excited? Like,
Yeah,
were
you had to host your brother too.
Yeah, you had to host the family.
Yeah.
And extended
added.
family.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot.
The weekend was truly perfect. It was everything that I wanted for my first marathon weekend. Like, it was incredible. That being said, I would not change a thing, but there are things that I know I will do differently in the future. But the weekend was so fun. We had so many people. You know, my parents came in from New Hampshire. Our brother Alex flew in from California. My mother-in-law Dee, my sister-in-law Christina, and her husband Colby, they came in from New Hampshire. Like, I had a bunch of friends in the city that came out and were on the course at multiple spots cheering us on. It was so much fun, but it was super busy because we had so many people here that were here to support us. But also, you know, this is not their home. This is my home. So I needed to host, which was something I loved doing. And it was so much fun, but it was a lot. Like the Saturday before the marathon, I walked 25,000 steps, which is not something that I would ideally do the day before my first marathon. And again, everything worked out fine, so it's all good. But it was a crazy weekend. And, you know, we were fitting in things that were super fun. Like Saturday morning, Eric, Alex, and I got to go to a Zdeno Chara meet and greet, which was awesome. But at the same time, it's just like on a day that I would maybe want to spend more time prioritizing rest, we're prioritizing the party.
The experience.
Trust me, I do the same thing. And I've done my fair share of this shit. But I never learn. I just, especially like doing a fun one, like New York City comes out, the whole city is in it. And there's parties everywhere you look. There's like the stores and the meet and greets and stuff, the shakeout runs.
Yes, it's like the whole city's in it, not just on Sunday, like the whole week.
It's hard to stay off your feet and relax and rest.
Take advantage of it on these. You can run a marathon competitively, like for time somewhere else another time.
Right.
Like, take advantage of all these pop-ups and meet and greets and all that, and live podcasts, live shows. Like, I do love what the Boston Run Show tries to do, because it's basically a race expo, not around a race. And so you can buy things and try things, and it's like nothing new on race day. You don't have to worry about that stuff like, oh, I have a race in 24 hours.
Yeah.
So I like their concept of it. But again, the expo is just like the Boston Run Show Expo. Bigger on a space aspect, smaller on a vendor aspect. I'll say that. But that's the advantage to doing a run show, not around a race, where you do a world major marathon. You take it all in and you don't worry about it affecting your race day, unless like it's that important to you.
Right.
Yeah.
I
like that you took it all in.
Yes. And that was my goal for the marathon, was just finish however you finish and have fun. And that, you know, extends for the whole weekend. Like Erica, we spent 3 hours, if not more, at the expo, because I was like, let's go here, let's take this picture, let's take this picture. You know, like we were having
Honestly,
Eric would have done that too.
I think you guys did it right. Whenever I usually go to an expo, I know he's like in the next room, but so Brandon is not a runner. He's usually with me on these trips, and I know he just doesn't want to be there the way I want to be there. So I'm so happy you took the pictures, you waited in the lines, you looked at everything. Like that's how you got to do it, especially for your first one. So at least you know what to expect for the future, and you can do whatever you want next time.
Yeah.
It was a blast. I'm glad we did it. And I was never like, I never wanted to be like, hey, let's get going. We've seen this enough. You know, no, I don't want to wait in line. I didn't want to be like, the old me would have been, the old me would have been just like Hannah. The new me's like, I don't need to wait in that line. We'll just take a couple pictures and make it look special. But no, I wanted it to be special for Hanna Banana.
He did a good job.
And I will say though, like on Saturday, I kind of felt like I was getting rushed around a bit because mom and dad were coming into town.
Oh, did you have like certain times you had to be somewhere like to pick them up? And so, okay, I see how that can be a little bit stressful.
Yeah.
Didn't get to do exactly like everything you wanted to do, or just hurried.
Well, I mean, we maxed out every second we could with Zdeno Chara. But
I don't blame you.
We did go back to the expo. I guess mom and dad, that wasn't their fault. It was the Chara thing. But we did go back to the expo Saturday for the team photo. And maybe I would have liked to have gone and looked at a T-shirt or a hoodie again. but I had plenty of time to on Friday, so no excuses.
Yeah, like I said, we were there at like 3+ hours for sure.
Let's talk about some of the staff that was there. Like the one taking our photo around, there was the like a box that looked like a picture frame, but we even sat in the box and she's telling us what to do. And some of the staff there was pretty cool. And really
she was a creative director for sure.
Yeah.
She was like, sit, stand, back to back, put a hand up, put a finger up. We're like, okay.
You were picky about who you'd give your phone to for a picture too.
Sometimes they're putting these old men in the volunteer spots to take photos, and sorry, they're just not going to do it. They're just not going to do it how it's meant to be done.
Well,
he was
it's not
like,
just old
holding
men.
it
Old ladies
horizontal.
too.
I was like, come on.
Old ladies aren't good too. Why does it got to be old men?
Well, they're just, sorry to old men, stereotypically the worst in terms of taking photos.
You just got to make sure that people are going to be technologically inclined.
Exactly.
You got to take the verticals and the horizontal.
Yeah.
Get it all.
So if it was, like an old man volunteer who I'm sure was very sweet and was doing a great job.
Going to end up with
versus,
like a
20-year-old
in the
girl.
picture, like, oh, what's that in the
Yes,
corner?
exactly. I'll give it to the 20-year-old girl if she doesn't mind,
Smart.
What about Saturday night? Do you remember? Let's talk about like after we ate.
Well, I heard you guys had a nice dinner at your house, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we hosted everybody, our family, my parents, my brother, my mother-in-law, sister-in-law, brother-in-law.
So it was a full house.
Yes.
And
it was a
and
full
Erica,
house.
that house is as big as your spare bedroom.
Yes. Like it was a full house. It was a full 1-bedroom New York City apartment.
Gotcha.
It's a perfect space for 2 people, but for 10, I think we had 8 people.
Oh, wow.
We had 9. We had 9 people. That's a lot for my adorable little 1-bedroom New York City apartment. But we had a great time. Mike cooked a bunch of pasta. We had meatballs, chicken cutlets, garlic bread, salad, like
Sounds amazing.
some dessert stuff. We had a lot of really, really good food to carbo load, and it was really nice to have everyone there. At one point, we all sat on the couch and we watched a YouTube video of like a POV of the New York City course, and I was telling everyone like, I'm okay in
I did
this
that for
area, it's a. What'd you say?
I did that for you. I made
What, got it all
sure
set
that
up?
happened. Well, you were showing them
fun.
the map.
Yeah, I was.
And I was
wanted them-
showing mom and dad the video of the Casey Neistat where Roberto got run over.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, why don't
You
we
were
just put
supposed
on
to
the
send that
course?
to me.
Oh, I will. But I was like, you're so excited showing them the map. I'm like, I'll just play. It was like a 7-minute video of the course.
Yeah.
So in like fast forward, it was pretty cool.
Yeah. I just, nobody is from New York. Some have visited an occasional time, but they don't know what the course is. They don't know what to expect. And I mean, for me, like going into something, even just as a spectator, if I know like what the course is and what the runners are going through, it just makes it more meaningful to me. So yeah, I wanted to give them kind of a lowdown of we start, in Staten Island and we go over the Verrazano Bridge. It's the highest incline of the race. And then this street in Brooklyn's going to be like this. And then it gets really quiet on the bridge. I wanted to give them all the lowdown. So that was fun.
Did you go run parts of the course like in prep?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I did. I mean, the Pulaski Bridge, which is the half marathon point of this course, is very close to my apartment. So I run that all the time. Same with the Queensboro Bridge. Anytime I run in Manhattan, which now with my longer runs is pretty frequently, I have to run on the Queensboro Bridge. So both those bridges, I've already run. Pulaski probably 30 times. Queensboro at least 20 plus
And
times.
you didn't want to run up McIntyre with me, but you run up those bridges, no problem.
Because that was supposed to be a low mileage Saturday, and I already did 2 extra running with you. I didn't
Don't
want to
make her
overdo it.
deviate.
Exactly. I don't want to overdo it.
You told me long ago, like, I'll run with you one day in New Hampshire, but I'm not running up McIntyre.
Oh yeah, that's probably true. I probably did say that.
She's got the bridges. She doesn't need McIntyre.
Exactly. Sometimes I just need a flat little course.
Did you hear that? New
rail
York's
trail.
flat.
No, I'm
Oh,
talking about the
never
rail
mind. You're
trail.
talking about
Yeah.
Londonderry. Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Just talking about the rail trails.
So
but
did
yeah,
you think in your mind that New York's hilly? Just to talk about flat and hills. Do you think it's hilly?
I do not think New York is hilly, but I think people think it's flat, which it's not. I don't think it's super hilly, but we have the big bridges and lots of streets when you're running. You know, in New York, half the time you're running on one block for miles and miles, and it just is like super low but consistent incline.
That's easy. Like that all day long I can
That's
do.
like the set it and forget it, like a 2%,
Right, it's the
or
hills
like
with the
running
quick
up Fifth
pitches and
Ave,
stuff that
like
make
in
it
the
hard
in the
when
back
it's
half.
hills.
But in my specific neighborhood, which is not a part of the course, my neighborhood does get hilly. So like every time I run into Manhattan, and then when I'm coming back and running back to my apartment, I always have one huge hill that I need to do at the end of my run, which sucks.
They always leave it for the end. It figures,
Yes.
right?
Yeah. So New York as a whole, no, it's not hilly, but it's not flat, and we've got plenty of bridges.
Central Park's has some hills, though, right?
Central Park, does have some hills. So does Prospect Park, which is in Brooklyn. But yeah, no, I love running in New York.
What are some of your favorite places in New York to run?
Central Park, obviously, is just awesome. Roosevelt Island is the small residential island in the East River between Manhattan and Queens.
And you take a tram to get there.
You can. I just run there. You can like run over a little bridge to get there, and then it's like a perfect 4-mile loop around the island. So that's nice, and it's all water, and there's some cool green areas and sculptures all over the place. It's just nice and quiet, but with gorgeous views of the Manhattan skyline. But yeah, I love Central Park, and I run through the streets. I run these streets.
You do.
I really do.
Mm-hmm. Was there a certain part of the course that you were most looking forward to running when you got there eventually on Sunday? Like your favorite neighborhood? Yeah, I know. We talked about Central Park being one of your favorites, but like neighborhood wise, borough wise.
Well, I think I was excited to run the very small portion in Queens just because it's my borough.
Yeah.
And it's kind of, I do run those streets a decent amount. But it's also where I would always spectate. That would always be like my first spectator spot was in Queens. So I was excited. Like there's this man that always every year is out there with a big welcome to Queens sign. And I was excited to see him, as we ran by. So I think Queens, but I was excited to run through 4th Ave in Brooklyn and 1st Ave in Manhattan, just because I hear, I had been hearing that the crowd support there was crazy and so loud. So I was just excited to experience those areas as well. And they turned out.
Do you not enter Queens until you hit the Pulaski Bridge?
Correct. Once you're over the Pulaski Bridge, you're in Queens.
That is a really small section, and that's where we saw Mom and Dad, right?
Yep, that's where we saw them. For the first time.
Yeah, that is really small.
At what mile point is that?
You get into Queens at like, yeah. So it's like you're in Queens at probably like 13.4 or something.
Gotcha.
All right, well, let's go to race day. You got an extra hour of sleep. How did you sleep? It took you a few minutes to get to sleep. Remember, we ate again.
Yes,
you were nervous. You were like. You had so much like amped up nerves.
Yes, I really did. So yeah, going back to Saturday night, once everyone went back to their hotels and it was just myself, Eric, and Mike, my husband, here at the apartment, I was very anxious because it had been such a busy day. I was overwhelmed. We had been hosting. I had been getting people to their hotels, picking them up for their bus, making sure everyone's settled, prepping for his giant dinner. I didn't have any time to just like sit and relax and breathe or stretch. So I was getting anxious for sure. Like I was definitely having a moment the night before. But I think all that anxiety somehow knocked me out and I actually slept, which was incredible. I was prepared to have no sleep that night. People always talk about, you might be so excited, you won't sleep. That's how I was before my first half marathon, didn't sleep at all. But I did, and it was incredible. I woke up and I was like, wow, I did that. Like, I think I got 8 hours. That's nuts.
That is unheard of. And I'm very proud of you for actually getting a good amount of sleep.
But I credit that to my low-key anxiety attack that I had before. I think it knocked me out.
Your body was like, I can finally relax now.
Yes.
The day is over. There's no more excitement until tomorrow.
And so I woke up, it was daylight saving, so we got an extra hour, which love that.
Yep.
And I woke up pumped, like ready to go. I was ready from the second we woke up. I was like, all right, I'm not nervous anymore. Like, it's go time. There's nothing to it but to do it now. So let's go.
We did
Yeah.
hear a little from Eric about the long ass journey you guys had to the start line.
You know, it was long, I guess. Yeah, but it was
time wise.
fun.
But you had
just
like
time-wise,
different
exactly.
segments, right? Like you had the
Yes.
train, and then what was after the train?
Then we had the ferry.
Another
The
train.
ferry. Another multiple trains.
But we met people, you know, every part of this commute to Staten Island. We met, was her name Amanda Eric, who was running for her
Amanda
son.
was the first one. We remember
Yep.
you saved everyone from getting on the wrong subway.
Yes, I did. I was
excellent.
like, oh, none of you are from here and you're all going to get on the wrong train. I was like, that's not what you want.
You're
Come
a
on
good
back.
person. Saved their day.
Yep. And then we all got on the right train. God bless. Made
So
it
we
on
got to
time.
chat with Amanda for that entire subway ride. You really got to chat with her. And then we made our way to the ferry, and that's well, eventually we met Morgan and Rachel, but
Mhm.
that's where that was so cool. Like outside, remember, it was like a party. The EDM music was blasting.
Yes.
And then you kind of like, we probably cut 500 people, not cutting, but like you knew where to go to get through some gate, because the way they were filling the ferry area, we got in the right, call it a corral. And then they weren't letting some other people in until the rest of us got through the doors to the ferry.
That's
Yeah.
just being smart.
The ferry was awesome, though. Like, I don't know, Erica, if you've only done the bus or if you've done the ferry, but
Just the bus, yeah.
I would recommend the ferry. I've never done the bus, so I cannot speak to that. But it was so fun. Granted, would it be as fun if it was like a really nasty, cold, rainy day? Probably not. We lucked out. We had a gorgeous, gorgeous day. But for me, like, that got me in the zone. I was like, we're in New York, baby. Like, look at the skyline, Statue of Liberty, like, gorgeous day. We're outside. Like, oh, it felt good on the ferry.
I think you guys picked the right choice with the ferry. So I have done the bus twice, and it just starts your day off so much earlier. So
Yeah.
I think I was on a bus at like 5:15, even with the extra hour of sleep. And it's
yeah.
just so early.
It's
And
so early.
you get to see some things. It's cool with the sunrise, but you don't get to see the Statue of Liberty. You
Does
don't
the
get
bus
to
go over the same bridge you run over?
No.
Mm-mm.
I didn't think so.
It's
So
a long journey because you got to go like around. I don't know exactly the route, but
not only that,
different.
remember the last bus, at least this year, was 6:15 in the
6:30.
morning.
Oh, yeah, 6:15. Yeah.
Hannah
Early.
and I left her apartment at 6:45.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah.
So I would, and also it depends on your wave. If you're wave 1 or 2, maybe that makes more sense. You're already having to get up so early. But Eric and I didn't start till 11:30. You know, like we had time. We had plenty of time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I would say wave probably 3, 4, and 5. Definitely 4 and 5, because those girls on the bus with us were wave 4.
Yeah. And
Like,
they were
you
fun.
got
They had
plenty of time.
time.
Right. The bus ride took longer than I thought. The whole thing took longer than I thought, because I was expecting to be at the village for 3 hours, but we were actually only there for an hour and 10 minutes until we went to our corrals.
Okay.
I do think the bus ride, once we arrived in Staten Island, that brought us from the ferry to the Start Village, I do think it took longer. We seemed to be stuck in traffic. It took
Okay.
about 45 minutes when it probably, I think, should have taken 15 to 20.
All right.
But we met friends. We were chit-chatting. You know, it was all good.
It was
Ate
fun.
a bagel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Perfect.
It was a lot of fun.
So you guys are eating your bagels, you're getting ready, and you get to line up in your corrals. Are you
Mhm.
are you like getting nervous at this point? Do you have all the energy? Like are you dancing to the music? Like how is the vibe in the corrals?
The vibe was good. The vibe was good. I was having fun. Eric, I think you were having fun. Like, it wasn't nervous energy.
You met a lot of friends too.
Yes, I had a few friends that
Very cool.
I bumped into at Start Village, which was great. So, you know, Eric got to meet them, and we were a little group, you know, walking to the corrals, getting ready to go to the start line. So we were having fun. We were eating Nerds gummy clusters. There was a beach
perfect.
ball flying around. It was good vibes.
Tell them
Uh,
about your code brown.
Yeah. So, well, technically there's 2. I know which one you're talking about. Not real Code Browns, but so I had my water bottle in my mouth, and I like was holding it, you know, with my teeth, because I was doing something with the beach ball. I don't know what happened, but somehow the little thing you squeeze the top of the water bottle to get the water to come out. The water bottle detached from that and fell onto the ground, and water was going everywhere. And I was like, crap, like my water bottle broke right before this marathon.
Oh,
like,
so this is the one you were going to use to run with, right?
Yes,
For
yes, this is
handheld.
my running water bottle.
Oh, no.
So the top comes off. Water's going everywhere. I'm like, oh no, where is it? Like, I can't find it. It's broken. And then I realized the top is still in my teeth. Like, I'm still holding it. And I was somehow able to like squeeze it back on, and it worked. So thank goodness. But I was very nervous for a second because I was like, my water bottle that I'm running with this entire race is now busted.
Right. It's
Luckily
right as
not.
we're about to walk out.
Yeah, truly.
Was
like,
it the beach ball that hit you, or did it just break?
It was something. It was something.
I
to
thought
do with
the beach ball hit you.
We blame the beach. Yes, I think
Yeah.
it was the beach ball hit me, and it made me move, and the bottle detached,
no.
and
Right.
but it all worked out.
The beach
And
ball thing
second-
was fun.
Yeah, it was cute. It was fun.
Yeah.
People. It was good community there. Like everybody was having a good time. And then the second Code Brown was right before we were truly about to start. Like we see the bridge. We're like basically on the course. I was like, oh, I actually really have to pee again. Like crap.
We're like 20 feet from the starting line.
We're so close. We were so close. I'm like, oh my God, no, I have to pee or I will have to stop. And luckily there were like it was a fenced off area, but there were like these 3 porta potties, and I looked at the security guard. I was like, can I go? And he's like, sure, if you can cross that fence. So I had to like contort my body to like fit through this hole in a fence, and then I ran to the bathroom. But it was amazing. I was so glad that I got that. Yeah, it was worth it.
It was just like the ones at Boston, Erica, those white ones. And
I actually saw the video.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah,
But
there's
it's
a video
like,
of me running
it's
back
like on an angle, and you had to like
But you know what's funny is
contort
she
yourself
started a
in there.
trend.
Yeah, people started doing that after me. When people saw me go through it, people were like, you fit? I was like, I made it. Like
The staff was like, what did we do?
Uh-oh.
What surprised me was right after that, we walked 20 feet, and then apparently that was the start. Like it was a rolling start, and I kind of thought we were going to like stand, have a national anthem, hear the cannon. Like we heard a cannon 10, 15 minutes before, and I thought, okay, those were the first couple corrals, and they're going to fill us. But it was kind of just like this slow pace lap, really slow. Going through like, even remember we went like through like a little bit of the forest or something, like 10 feet worth, and we went backwards around some stuff. And then we went onto the street. It was like 100 yards or so until we just started running.
So you guys didn't get like the New York music treatment?
We did not hear that.
Oh, no.
Yeah, which that was a bummer.
We heard it later on the
after.
course though, from someone else playing
people,
it.
music along the chorus, bands and stuff. But yeah, at that exact moment, we did not hear it. Because we started, I think, according to like my Strava time, at like 11:38 or something, and our corral
37.
37.
I'm looking at it.
And our corral started at 11:30, so I'm sure it played, from 11:30 to 11:32 when we were still super far back.
Gotcha.
But it's okay. We were still vibing.
But hey, you guys are off. Like the races started. Tell me about especially Eric getting to run on top of the bridge. Yes. I'm so happy you guys actually got to run together. That makes me very happy. There was some nerves with Eric. He had a different color, and he was going to be underneath the bridge and different corrals.
I wasn't even
same
going to
wave,
go.
but
I was like, what's the point of going now?
If I'm on the bottom of the bridge.
Yeah.
No, Eric was able to go back because I was in a further back corral, so he was able to join me, whereas I could have not joined him. I could not have moved up. So he came back, so he started with me, and therefore got to go on the top of the Verrazano Bridge, which is just real. I mean, I hear the bottom is great as well. I've truly heard that.
I do have an experience on both the top and the bottom, and you like. So I think Eric was mentioning how you could hear the people from underneath just yelling and hooting and hollering and stuff.
Yes.
That is part of the fun. But you do get to see all of the cool things up top.
It was gorgeous views. There was a helicopter that, went right down and was kind of like runner level with us on the bridge.
It was like right with
close.
us.
It was really cool.
I got a video when it was on the other side.
Yeah. You see the views of Manhattan, downtown. So it was definitely cool. And we got some, Eric, we got some great photos on that bridge.
Yeah. My takeaway was like, I saw so many people stopping, even like 100 feet in, and they're just
Yes.
standing on the median in the middle of the roads, taking pictures. Like everyone was just like in the zone of this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, yeah.
We don't
like,
care
are
about our
getting
time. We're
started
gonna
to
take
have a
all the
party.
photos, and because I bet you I could run New York City 100 more times, we won't get weather like that again.
Yeah, the weather
Yeah.
was perfect. But okay, so on that point, at the start of the race, everybody was either vibing, we're going to have fun, this is a party, or the only other option was people were like, shit, why did I wear a long sleeve t-shirt? It is so hot right now because the sun was just beating down. I heard multiple people like being like, what are we going to do? Once we got off the Verrazano Bridge in Brooklyn, I saw people like taking their layers off, having to unpin their bibs and like repin it onto like different layers because they just realized so like, oh, it's November, but it's hot and sunny.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was
You
nice.
guys
I
did
don't
luck
remember
out.
seeing people shedding layers.
Oh
but
yeah, I remember right as we got off.
I do remember seeing all the clothing donation areas like just so overpacked.
Mm-hmm.
Like probably more than they expected. They say it's the biggest day for like the Salvation Army or something, right?
Yeah,
Makes sense. 59,000 people. Like, that's insane.
Right.
If everybody's donating something.
huge.
So Hannah, what are some of your favorite parts? We don't need to do a mile by mile breakdown, but what were some of your favorite parts? We know you looked forward to running through Queens, but you had a lot of friends on the course.
Yeah, I looked forward to seeing all my friends and family along the course. That was definitely my favorite part, getting to like stop and hug them and get all teary-eyed and thankful for their support, and it was just, that was my favorite part. But there were cool parts of the city that I was excited to experience. I was honestly excited to do the Queensboro Bridge because it's a bridge that I've run many times before this, but this is just a brand new experience. And I was excited to hear like the silence and the pitter patter of feet and the breaths, and then going on to First Ave and, then hearing the craziness of the cheering. So that I was excited for. But I was excited for the Bronx. People always say the energy in the Bronx is just like so huge. And it really was. Like they brought it. Harlem too. I loved running. I loved the whole thing. Who am I kidding? I loved the whole thing. I enjoyed every single second. I really, really did.
One of my favorite parts was right after 4th Ave. We're running right after we saw Allie, and I think Rose was after Allie. Because remember, we had to go Allie, then jet right back to the right side of the road to see another friend.
Yep.
We made a quick left and then a quick right, and we were on a street called
I think it was
Lafayette Ave.
Yep, Lafayette.
And Lafayette Ave
was nuts.
Was insane.
Yes.
Just insane. That was mile 8.
It was during Lafayette Ave was a moment where I was like, physically, how do people run this course for a PR? Because it is so packed. Spectators are filling on the street. I'm like, you just have to slow down. There is not room to move. Like for people that are really trying to fly, I'm like, it's got to be difficult. Like you had to force yourself to slow down just to stay upright because it was so packed.
Yeah.
It
was so amazing.
Yeah, it was.
I think the PR people are like the first 2 waves.
For sure.
Yeah.
And people aren't out and about as strong at 9 a.m. as they are at noon.
That stretch was insane. And then I think First Ave in Manhattan was just like that, but a little more spread out because that stretch of Lafayette.
Just because it's First Ave is huge.
Right. I noticed. I said when I talked to Erika and Ali G last week was I feel like we did so much passing. We almost never got past. We started off obviously slow, and then we were just passing people the entire time. Did you feel the same way?
Not that I noticed. I did not.
I think we just kept passing people.
It's very possible, but not that I noticed. But I'm glad you feel that way.
Well, I felt that way, and
Hannah
I felt
had
like we were
different
fast.
priorities. She was
but-
just looking at all the stuff on the
I was
side,
like,
not the
yeah,
people in
oh,
front.
your sign's
Yeah.
so funny. Give me a high five. Yeah, you scream my name.
Well, you felt okay. So I felt that way, but the other thing is, you continuously, maybe not the whole time, but for like a third of it, you kept telling me one thing.
Slow down. Slow down. Slow down, Eric. Stop going so fast. Which he really, to his credit, he wasn't. He had already slowed down for me. But his slowing down for me is my usual pace.
I remember one time I was like, we're running at 10:40. Can't
I'm
go
like,
any slower.
I'm like, that's what I run like on a good day. And it's mile 4. Like I'm trying to not, overdo it super early. So yes, to his credit, he was already running pretty slow. But I just, as I said, my only goal of this marathon was to cross the finish line and have fun and feel good. I didn't want to cross the finish line feeling like I'm on my final breath because I pushed it so hard. That wasn't my purpose. But yeah, I was telling him to slow down a little bit. But yeah, whatever.
That's like a prime example. I know Eric, like he's trained super well, but the crowds, like you can't help but just get excited.
Yes.
And you kind of like, if you're not focused, you can just like take off, and it's just they carry you.
For sure, 100%. And I think that's why I was saying it, because I was very focused on like, do not do that. You want to feel good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Force yourself, Hannah, to go slow.
And who else told you exactly the same thing?
Oh, Zdeno Chara. When we met him the day before, I asked him, it's my first marathon. Do you have an advice? And his advice was go slow. He's like, you're going to feel like it's way too slow. It's not. That's how slow you need to be going.
Big Z gave you marathon advice. Oh my God.
I know.
Yeah, it was pretty great. It was pretty great. We'll get him on the pod one day.
Oh God,
guys! If you have a connection with Big Z, help us out. Help a brother out.
Yeah.
All right. I put out an AMA, Ask Me Anything, and we'll get to the finish after this. But I want to actually do the AMA here. And if I did this right, Erica would ask the two of us, but she doesn't have them in front of her, so I'm just going to. We have 14. Oh, you do?
Them. Yeah.
Ask
they're
away.
the same ones from the things. All right. Oh, is this going to? So this could be either / both of you.
Yeah, asking us.
Okay. Did either of you do anything new on race day besides glitter?
Yeah, the glitter.
The glitter.
No, I don't think so. Oh, well, no. I had a banana on the course, which technically I've never done, but it's fine.
Did
No,
treat
My
you right?
backline shirt was new.
Yeah, you did have a new shirt.
Oh,
Any
you did the
chafing?
Firefly.
Oh, that is true. Eric let me use his fireflies before the race, which I think helped. They felt
Okay.
good. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Besides that, no.
This question, this could be interesting. What will it take to get Alex to run a race with you two?
For it to be in the forest somewhere in the middle of nowhere. That's
On
what
a
it
trail.
will take.
Yeah, trail.
Boo.
If
Alex,
it was, he would do
come
it.
to
If
the
it was, he would do it.
roadside. Usually it's me trying to pressure people to, well, not pressure, but encourage people to try the ultra side of things. But now we're like,
Right.
nah, dial it back. Come to the roadside. I guess this could be for both of you, but can we start calling you Star Eric?
LOL.
We can have a 1-star Knuuttunen.
That's so funny.
I don't need a nickname to get by in life.
Well, you're already Newt anyway, so you're fine. We got
I'm
we
just
got Hanna
kidding.
Banana, and we got
I'm
Newt,
just
so we don't
kidding.
need to add the 1 star.
And I love, I guess I didn't really give you the nickname 6-Star Erica, but I brought it to life.
I changed it on Peloton once I did hit my 6-star, but then it was immediately like ruined when the 7th star came out, and I'm just gonna forever be 6-star Erica. I may have other stars later on in the future, but I'm just always gonna be.
I think I was the one
Embrace
who
it.
like talked you into changing your Instagram, or like I had to do something and then you're like,
you
okay.
you pressured me for the Instagram thing. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I think I
no,
changed
not
out
one
is
star
the
Eric.
right word.
Love
Bullied.
I'll be no stars until I'm 6. Okay, that's what.
All right.
I don't know. You guys, I don't get to pick my own nicknames, so.
True. All right. Are you two planning on doing another marathon together? Perhaps Chicago, another New York? I know Hannah's thinking of New York again. Are you going to go back, Eric, or would you do another one together at any point?
I am doing New York in 2026. Eric does not think he's doing that one because it's the day after Halloween. He's got precious young cherubs.
Yeah, I'm not going to miss
that he
trick-or-treating
wants to
2
take
years in a row.
trick-or-treating. Yeah.
But 2027 New York is on November 6th.
Well, shit.
So I even asked Hanna the other day, do you think it's possible for me to do 9+1 next year? Because there's virtual options.
Ooh, that counts. Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they do have a few virtual races throughout the year.
We got to
that count
research
towards
that
9+1.
so I can maybe do 27.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Absolutely, I would run with her again, especially if it's a new marathon. If I run New York next, I don't think I'll be picky about top or bottom bridge, and am definitely going to put a faster time in to get an earlier wave.
Yeah.
Mm. Well,
And
sometimes you have to put in another, like you have to have a time so they can give you the correct
Well,
corral.
I think I can get that time too. And I put in my time from last year's Manchester, which was very slow.
Come run cheap with me. You got to come run cheap.
Well, maybe.
That
So,
one's easy.
I
Well,
mean,
not
if I
easy.
could just keep the
Yeah.
icing on the cake.
It's all relative.
But I do want to run it in an earlier wave, I think. And I'm still going to party. I'm not going to go for a PR. I'm still going to party, but I think I'm going to run harder, faster. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And by then, Hanna will be like a 9-minute marathoner.
Maybe a 10.
Okay. What's next?
All right. What was the hardest part of the marathon for you guys?
Oh, you skipped one, actually.
Well, that one doesn't have to do with Hanna. She did not get a weird sunburn on her head from sparkles, okay?
No,
It would have been cool.
No, I did not. I'm covered.
What was the question? What was the new question?
What was the hardest part of the marathon for you guys?
I
don't remember.
Was it the running? Was it just the running in general? You just wanted to party?
I don't know if it's because like we took it easy and we took it slow and we were just out there having fun. I really, because I've been asked this before, and I don't mean to be like, oh, it was so easy, but I didn't find anything like the Queensboro Bridge. I didn't find super hard. Like I didn't hit the wall at mile like 22. I was just truly enjoying the entire time and felt good the entire time. So I never like noticed anything that was like making me, be like, this is so tough. Like just power through. Like I never had to, pump myself up mentally to get through anything.
Well, that's good. It just means that you trained right, you fueled right, you did all that you could to make the marathon the best.
So the hardest part, honestly, might have been once we exited the park at the end and having to walk and meet our family, like that final 27th mile.
You were walking. Oh, by the way, she's a true New Yorker. It's not just then, but you walk so freaking fast in that city, and you're just like, boop, boop, boop,
Eric
and I'm
walks
like,
so slow. I'm like, can you keep up? I can't keep up with him running, but he can't keep up with me walking. He can't.
It's fair trade.
I don't remember anything being hard besides maybe the 4 bathroom breaks I made. 3 of them were super quick. The first one, though, the hard part was finding one without a line.
Right.
And so I think I was like, I'm going to try to go pee here. Oh, there's a big line. Oh my God, there's 2 porta potties. There's no line. There is zip tied closed. And so those were having to go pee on 4th Ave. Was hard because I couldn't find them without like a super long line. And so one time I did stop, and I want to say it was 4 minutes. And I told Hanna, I felt bad because you waited. I said, just walk, go super slow. I talked about it last week. I know I got to spread my legs and really run for a bit. But yeah, that was maybe the hardest part, was having to go pee and just like saying, no, let's keep running to the next porta potty. And as you got further along the course,
that's like a mental thing,
like no lines at any porta potties. So
Good. All right. What was your favorite thing that you saw on the course? It could be a sign or your friends or your family, just something cool. What was it?
For me, my friends and family throughout the course, but I would say probably specifically at like mile 23, which is the last time we saw our people. And at that point, it was like all of our family, multiple of my friends had joined. So it was a big crew. And this was on 5th Ave right before you enter the park. So the spectators there were, very loud and excited. And when they saw us with our family, the other spectators, they see our names, they start cheering. So we felt like we had like the whole avenue. So my favorite thing was seeing friends and family, specifically at 23. Beautiful.
Yeah, I want to say the same, like seeing Maurice too, and Janine and Michael as well, pod fam. But
awesome.
to kind of go differently, I think I answered that question differently last week. Going on social media the days after, seeing some people, finding them on there, just like it pops up on your feed algorithm, knows I love New York. I see some people that I remember seeing in the Village.
Yes.
Or seeing. So you know who was right next to me in the Village?
Who?
The king of chemo from the Great World Race.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know it until after, because I'm watching him put weights on, and he basically ran/walked with 25-pound weights, one in front, one in back. He was right next to us. And I'm like, look at this guy. But he had a
Wow.
fresh haircut. He didn't look like what he looked like a year ago.
Oh.
And then there was this one girl, Hannah, do you remember her? She was Asian with pink and green hair. And she's wearing a pink top, I think, running around us for like 5 miles. And she pops up on Instagram. Her and her friends like do so many reels, and they have like 2 million followers.
Oh, nice.
I'm like, holy shit. Or maybe it was 260K, something like that. It was like 2.6 or whatever.
A lot of followers.
Right. And I'm like, we were running. And so now I'm looking at all their Instagram stuff to see, are we in their videos? So that was kind of neat, like post-race, seeing those people on social media that I remember seeing, whether it was running before or after.
Yeah, agreed.
All right. I'm going to try to skip a couple of these, but so this one's more for Hannah. We know how Eric feels, but did the medal live up to your expectation?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Erica,
I love this medal
since
so
we're all
much.
holding up world major medals, Erica, do you have yours to hold up too? So
You know what I got? Hold on a second.
The 6.
Oh, the 6-star.
This is the coins that they give you for the majors. Hold on, I think I can.
Oh, wait,
hold
do
on
the
to this
coins
one.
go in the 6-star
so
medal?
it's not exactly the 6-star medal, but it's like a kind of a replica. That's the
very
closest
cool.
thing I have. So
That's
Very
super
cool.
these all
Yes.
pop out.
This medal lived up to every expectation. I kid you not, when they did the reveal of the medal on social media a few weeks before the marathon, I shed a tear. I
Aw.
truly shed a tear. Like, I was like, I'm going to have that. Like, this is beautiful. I just think it's so special. Like, you know, it's the elevation of the course.
That is
so
such a
it's like
nice touch.
such a thoughtful touch. And I love it that it's just so classic, you know, just the gold. It's simple, but it's meaningful. I love it. I'm obsessed with this medal.
I'm
I
so
really
happy.
am.
I'm so happy.
It's the
for you
coolest
guys.
medal I've ever gotten.
I love it.
I mean, I think we covered most of the other questions for the most part.
Know. Okay, so would you do it again? Of course. Another 26.2 in the books. Are you going to go
Did
for
you love
31?
it?
So a 50K
Yep,
one
that's-
day.
Yes.
Did you love it? Yeah.
Loved
How
it.
amazing and cool was it to run with your sister?
That was my question. How amazing was it, Eric?
It was pretty freaking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
How would you rank New York City versus Boston versus Chicago?
Me?
I guess you're going to have to run Chicago and Boston.
Yeah, I simply can't, because I've never ran either of them, nor have I spectated at either. So I have no experience.
I'm going to
with
be
either.
honest. I don't know how another marathon can beat this marathon.
So that is my thought. New York is my city. Don't get me wrong. Boston's
It's hard to beat it when it's your city.
Yeah,
you
New York
live
is my
there.
city.
You have
like,
heart
New York
there.
is my home.
Yeah.
I love it. I loved the course, the spectators. Like, New York really, really brings the energy. So yes, for me, I'm like, how could anything possibly top this? But I'm excited to try and see if things can top it. You know,
I love that.
I'm entering all the lotteries for the other world majors. So, you know, wait. Hey, Ty Man.
Ty Man, say hi. Say hi.
Hi,
Hi,
Ty
buddy.
Man. So yeah, I'm entering the world major lotteries, you know, waiting right now to hear back from, I think, like Chicago and Berlin. So who knows?
Love
Maybe I'll
it.
get to one of those. Got
Fingers
New York
crossed for
again next
you.
year. Yes, yes. So definitely gonna keep doing it. And like I said, well, New York was iconic. Can't imagine things can top it, but I'm excited to give it all a try.
I'm so happy to hear it.
All right. Before we end this, let's talk about the finish line. Let's talk about Central Park. The only hill I really remember being hilly part, like something, was a downhill in Central Park. And after we saw Aaron Azar, we had about a mile to go. Talk about that last mile.
Oh, I was feeling good. I was feeling good. It was gorgeous out. Like the sun was going down, but it wasn't dark. We had kind of beautiful golden hour.
I did
like,
lift my glasses up though.
Did you? Yeah. But I was feeling good. Like I was obviously feeling tired. We had just run 25.2-ish miles, but I was like, let's finish this out strong. That last strip along Central Park South, the spectators were awesome. You turn into Columbus Circle into the park and they have a band on a stage right there. And then you're going down, you have all of the flags of all the countries on either side of you. And just the energy of the runners is amazing. And it was.
You did some yelling though.
I did?
Mm-hmm.
At you?
Mm-hmm.
What, to
yes,
slow
because
down?
he kept running away. Because he kept running away from me. And that's, Erica, why we're ultra marathoners. Because Eric never ran straight. He was going left. He was going right. He was cutting across the course all the time. I'm like, Eric,
It makes a lot
we
of
need
sense now.
we need to cross this finish line together. Stop moving. Just stay with me.
Do you think I was really going to purposely like cross it without
No,
you?
I didn't think you were purposely going to do it. Of course not. Of course not. But I was just like, stop moving. Just
so
stay with me.
I was trying to find a gap.
He was trying to get extra
so-
mileage is what he was trying to do. He
I was trying to
get
find a
extra
gap where
mileage
no
in.
one would be around us, so no one would be in our way on the photos.
That's always tough to do.
Also, you have an eye for photographers. You know where they
Oh, yeah.
are, and when you see them, you position yourself for them.
Mhm.
You have the classic. You're always like, yes.
It's
I
actually,
like to do
need
the
to get,
point.
I
and
know.
I'm like,
I need to get a new face.
She's
because
got
I'm
that. I do that. The peace
Like,
sign.
in every single photo, my mouth is wide open. I'm just like, let's go.
That just shows
But
how much
I
but it's
paid-
so
joy is
cool
flowing
because we
through
love
you.
this.
Yes, I loved it. Like,
Yep.
true. Looking at the photos, I'm like, you can tell I
love
had
it.
a good time. You can tell I had fun. But yeah, I paid for the photo package, so I was like, I gotta find those photographers. I gotta get my money's worth.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
It
was an
worth every
epic
penny.
day. It was such an epic day.
Were any
Epic.
tears shed at the end? Were you just so proud?
Yes. Yes.
I love it.
Eric didn't see it. Eric didn't see it, unfortunately. But after they put the medal on my head, I got teary eyed and I was like, oh my God. And one of the volunteers was like, you did it. Good job.
I did it.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I definitely got teary eyed.
Oh, we are so proud of you, Hannah. You are a marathoner. Welcome
I
to
couldn't
the
have
world.
done it without the support.
The
of
wonderful
On the
world of
Runs.
marathoning.
Now,
Ugh.
I do hope you do the other world majors, and I can't wait to hear about it. But I also think like it'll be very interesting one day when you do a much smaller marathon.
Oh, the
That,
difference.
honestly, it'll be different. It'll be tough. That'll be when I'm like feeling like a legit runner that can like maybe go for speed, you know?
Gotcha. Yep. You got to pick the small ones where you can focus a little bit more.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Exactly.
Yep. That's why the cheap marathon, I'm going to plug that one. Cheap marathon from Millennium Running in April is the one that I usually go for to try to run fast because there's
Okay.
not a lot of spectators. It's on a rail trail. It's very flat except for
Nice
that one
flat.
hill. And
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good
Well,
to work on speed.
You need to come home and are you going to be home for Thanksgiving?
TBD.
Do a turkey trot with us.
If I
Ooh,
come
you got to
home-
tell me which one to sign up for.
We're doing Manchester,
Okay.
the Millennium one.
All right.
Yes.
I'll sign up. Cool.
All right. Awesome. Well, I am super pumped of the way everything turned out. The whole week, except for
I'm
me
proud of
forgetting
you
the
both.
power supply to my Normatec boots. Like the whole week was pretty great. Your hospitality was amazing. I am excited for the day you get to do a marathon that's not New York, where you don't live in New York and
Yeah.
you can just go and stay right down near the finish line, near the expo, take in things and not have to worry about hosting people like your brother, your family, and your in-laws and all that. But
Yeah.
it is also your city, and I think it's really cool that you're going to shoot to do it every year. I think that's the plan, right? Every year?
Not necessarily every year, but I will definitely do it more. As we know, I'm doing it next year. I do not know if in 2026 I'm going to aim to do the 9+1 for 27 TBD. You know, I would maybe spend that time trying to do other majors or other marathons or races other places, but it'll definitely be something I do more than just one more time, I think.
And that's
For
a
sure.
beautiful thing. Oh,
Yes.
Hannah, I'm so happy
Yes.
for you.
Thanks,
You crushed it.
guys.
You did it the right way. That was your victory lap.
It
and
really
you
was.
made the most of it.
It really was. It felt like a victory for sure. And it was a great day.
It was great. It was so much fun. I'm so happy I did it. So
Me too.
it's amazing.
I'm happy we did it together.
Yeah. That was the best part. Like it was super fun. So we'll do more, especially because you're just going to get faster.
That's the hope.
Keep running with Eric, and you have no choice because he's going to keep running, and you're going to be stop, slow down.
For sure.
The run
For
we
sure.
did in Londonderry was like your fastest run ever.
It for a run of that mileage, like we did 9 miles. It was definitely
Okay. All right. Well, hey, we do gotta wrap this up, but you are an official guest now of the podcast.
Yes, sure are.
And we have
Official
2
podcast.
final questions. Now, I hope you listen to this podcast and you know what they are.
every single episode.
So why don't you give us what your song's going to be for Erica and then who your +1's going to be for the pasta dinner?
Like, I don't even
Okay.
need to ask a question. She knows.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So
Give us
I
something
do
good.
have songs. I kind of think they may have been used. In fact, I know one has been used, but I'm giving it regardless. But first, Eric, I think this may have been one of your original songs, but Rain on Me by Lady
it's a
Gaga and
great
Ariana Grande.
It's a
Yep.
great song.
So good. So if that's not on the
I'll
podcast,
double
that can be
check.
my song.
I don't think it is.
Okay. Because that song is so, so good. The other one, somebody used it, but it's Yeah Yeah by Beyonce. I like always have that. Try
I
to
feel
be
like
the
that was
la-
Kelly
the song that
Roberts.
It was Kelly Roberts. And she also gave Dancing Through Life from Wicked, the soundtrack, the movie
Yeah, she
soundtrack,
broke
which
rules.
is also one
You
of
let her
mine.
break rules.
And I remember listening to the episode.
letting
and
her
like,
break
Damn
rules.
it, she took Yeah Yeah. And then Dancing Through Life. Damn it, she took Dancing Through Life. But anyway,
Well,
speaking
either
of Rain
way,
on Me.
those are your songs now too.
Yes.
And then who are you taking to the pasta dinner? Remember the new rules. Anyone alive or dead, but not an alive family member.
Yep. Nope. I got it. And I know my answer already. And kind of based on what I was just saying for my songs, Cynthia Erivo, the
Ooh.
world-class actress, singer, performer, superstar who plays Elphaba in the new Wicked movie. She's incredible, and she's a huge runner. She runs all the time. You know, she talks about how before these big days on set for Wicked, she would just go out and she'd be running 13 miles. I saw her in The Color Purple on Broadway a few years ago. She ran the Brooklyn Half one morning and then performed 2 shows that day. She's just an incredible person that I love. Like, I love her artistry, and she's a great runner. And so I would just
Excellent
love to
choice.
hear about how she merges the two.
I'm
By the
going to
way,
have to try to get her on the podcast.
That would be really cool.
Good luck.
I know. She's kind of a hot commodity.
Good luck.
Did you guys hear it? There was somebody from Broadway who did
Yes.
that this year.
Yes, who's
Just
name-
like
I forget his name,
Fiero,
but-
Justin Lintz, I think.
Yeah.
He's
was on Set
Fiero
the
on
Pace.
Broadway.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He finished slower than what he thought he was going to. So he kind of had to actually rush to the show.
Oh,
He thought he
no.
would have time to go home and eat and shower. And I don't think he got to go home. He might have had the shower option like at work, but
Yep.
he thought he would have easily
Super
an
cool,
hour
though.
to go plus to go home, and he did not.
Kind of
Yep.
close.
He still did that. That's not an easy feat.
Absolutely.
Still did that.
But excellent choice with Cynthia. I think she's amazing. Like, she just gives me
Yes.
goosebumps when she sings. So
Oh my gosh.
Beautiful.
She's the best
Amazing.
vocalist alive
Well,
right now.
Well, hey, I'm proud of you. I think it was amazing.
proud of you both.
I think you're on your own next year. I don't think I'm coming. I don't think Mom and Dad or Alex are coming.
That's all good. That's all
She's
good.
got a very good support system out there, so she will
Yes.
not be alone.
Yes.
This was a lot of fun, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it.
I did.
We finally
Yay, Hannah.
finally had her on the podcast.
Yes.
Hanna Banana on the On the Runs podcast. That was wicked awesome.
Hanna Banana. Oh, we love you so much. We think you are absolutely amazing, and I give you a lot of credit for everything that you had to put up with this weekend.
What? I was amazing.
Lots of stuff going on. Not very relaxing, but she had a wonderful, wonderful race, and I'm so happy that she got to run it with you. Like, that's such a cool experience.
Just wait till she gets to run one when she's not hosting 9 people in her
Exactly.
tiny New
She
York
needs
City
to-
apartment.
She needs to be able to have a zen moment, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Zen.
Tara, what do you think of the episode?
Oh, I loved it. But I'm a huge Hannah fan, so
Hanna
Of
Banana
course.
fan.
I think Hannah is the cutest thing on this earth. She's just very like bubbly. She's like always having a good time, and I just I love her. I'm a huge fan.
Yeah, it's super cool seeing the running journey. I don't know if she mentioned it when she did the Tros in the past or in the episode, but Alex and I would always be like, oh, once you hit 30, you're going to start running. And she's like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Is
No.
that what happened with your brother?
Well,
He
that's
hit
what
30
happened
and
with
was like, yep, it's time.
Kind of both of us when we took the next step, you know?
Okay.
So, and she's done exactly that. Not because of us, because of the New York City Marathon.
Yeah.
So that was really awesome.
That's amazing motivation to get started. The New York City Marathon is just so big and fun and vibrant, and it brings all like the entire city together, including the boroughs, not the bureaus.
Oh my God, the bureaus.
The bureaus.
The boroughs.
The boroughs. Did I wait?
Boroughs.
You were calling them bureaus.
Whatever.
I had to give you a little shit for that.
It
Whatever.
was like the pork turd, or whatever you call the Pop-Tart.
Whatever. All right.
A perp turd.
The perp turd.
Let's talk about Millennium Running for a second, because
Please.
Erica just signed up for the next Millennium Running race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're trotting, baby.
Erica is
What
so.
did I say that
And she's
for?
dressing up as a turkey.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna-
We're doing the turkey trot.
Yes.
Like, which one? I don't even remember. I am so tired, you guys. It's been a long day.
The 5K.
The
Oh my
5K.
gosh,
We're going to
yes.
be there, and if weather
Yes.
permitting, Hannah might be there actually.
She did say TBD, so
Yes.
I hope she is.
And
That'd
then,
be fun.
weather permitting, Adeline will be there.
Okay.
Yeah, so it'll be fun run.
What is her like? What weather would stop Adeline from coming?
Rain.
Really?
Rain. Oh yeah, and I
She'll
think
get over it.
yeah, rain.
Drag
So-
her out here.
You can't pick the weather on race day.
No,
Yeah.
no, but I can
Shout out Mo.
sign her up on race day when I know it's not
Yeah,
raining, and then
absolutely.
Yeah.
Save yourself $45 if she doesn't want to do it.
So we'll be at the Turkey Trot in Manchester. It happens right down the street from where we are at the baseball field. That's a wicked fun race.
It's awesome because I actually have not done that one yet.
I love it.
Well, I said this earlier because you typically like to just drive 2 minutes from your house to the natural one.
It's very convenient. So Tara gets it this time.
I
She was
actually
very-
walked to this one because it's
Oh,
right
nice.
off the rail trail and it's a mile from my house.
Yeah, that's right.
That's your
Great.
warm up.
My warm up, and then I run the 5K, and then I run a mile.
You know, if I am by myself, no Adeline, I could run to this one too.
Yeah.
I ran to the one that we did a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I ran to that one too. The
Yeah.
race for the fall.
Yeah. And
Look
then
at you guys overachieving.
I know that ended up to 7 miles. for
and
me
then
that
you
day.
ran off and ran home and didn't like hang out with me after.
I know, and I podiumed that day too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Third place in my age group.
Nice.
Not a big
Pays
deal.
to be an old lady.
You know what else? We made Erica mad. And when I say we, it wasn't me, it was us. We made her mad that
you
day.
you kind of hammered that in really
But
quick.
she took it out on me, not just me and you.
What did we do?
We posted and said, look how you can do content from a race.
Oh,
That was the start, and I was like, haha, you guys. And then Eric just like,
That's when she quit the podcast.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm back, baby. I'm back.
you're back. It didn't take you long.
Well,
Look
she,
who we
So,
got.
all right, we got somebody cool. We're going to have to talk to them, but we need to wrap up this
Yes,
episode.
yes.
So, real quick, this was a lot of fun. The New York series was a lot of fun. The Road to the 5 Boroughs was a lot of fun on the LG show. New
Yes.
York was awesome. I don't know how many races can top it. It was first class, just like these Millennium ones. But we got to wrap this up because we have some more cool people to talk to for the Manchester City Marathon. That's going to drop in just a couple of days, guys. So enjoy. But Erica, you need to take us home and end this New York series.
I'm so bad that I didn't get here any earlier, but I'm so happy I get to join you guys now. But thank you for listening. You know we love you.
Don't fear the Code Brown.
never trust a fart.
And don't forget to stretch.
All right, Tommy, say hi and bye.
Hi, Mr. Tom.
Wait, I gotta hit stop. It's Tommy. His name's not Tom.
It's Mr. Tom to me.
Oh.